Hello dosto, today I'm going to give my top 10 free Figma plugin recommendation that will definitely going to save lot of your time and efforts. So without wasting time, let's just quickly jump into my screen and get started. So the first plugin that I'm going to recommend is Iconify. It's a cool icon library plugin that you can use right away into project to have icons for your project. So I'm just going to search Iconify in the plugin section, and now you can see okay, we have this on a second number, so I'm just going to run it. So now as you can see, it has all the library of icons. Suppose you want an icon for a close button, so you can jump simply type close and you can see the all lib options, the various icons that you can use for your project, and you can just directly import and paste it here. Now as you can see, we have this icon that we can customize it with the icons and everything as we want for our project. Yeah, so now the second important plugin is remove background. It's a free plugin and it's really important. Like it's a helped me a lot into projects. What this plugin is used like as a name remove BG, it helps to remove the background of the images. So now you do not have to go to different websites or tools to remove that. You can just do it right away into Figma. So for that I have imported this sample image, sorry. So suppose we have to remove the background for this. So we're just going to select this image. I'm going to go into the plugin section and search for remove background plugin. So okay, as you can see, like here is the plugin. So I'm just going to run this plugin. And yeah, if you are a new user to this plugin, so first you have to connect it with this API key. It's completely free. You can just directly go to remove background website and link this with the Figma plugin. So I'm just going to hit run button. So as I have already signed in, connected the API, so it will directly start working. As you can see that remove background plugin is removed, and within a second it has removed the background from this image. So now you can see how good this plugin is. So yeah, the another next plugin that I'm going to recommend is Foundation. So while creating the styles for our any project, for like if for our primary color, suppose we have to generate all the shades of the primary colors, like that's what we how we design our color palette, right? So suppose our primary color is this. For an example, let's take this as a primary color and we want to generate all the shades for this primary color for our project. So what we can quickly do is like Foundation is a plugin that will help you generate shades of different material style guidelines or Atlassian style guidelines. According to that, you can generate shades for this color. So I'm just going to search for Foundation color generator. So now as you can see on the top, we got that okay, Foundation color generator. I'm going to run that plugin. Yeah, so as you can see, like it gives all the options that is design style system that you want to use. So I generally prefer Atlassian. So let me click on Atlassian, and the shades for which you have to generate, you can just simply have to type the color hash code in the color tab. So suppose this is a primary color, right? So I'm just going to copy his hash code and I'm going to paste it and hit enter. As soon as I do that, you can see okay, all the color shades he has automatically generated, and we can directly create style out of this. So I'm just going to hit on create style, and it will automatically create the style guide for it. So as you can see now in a Foundation, it has generated all the style guide for it, and we can generate palette as well. So if I click on palette button, so now as you can see okay, it has generated the color palette too for this. Let me just close it so you have a better look. So yeah, now you can see that you can hand over to developer. For that it has generated the all color palette. Yeah, so the next plugin that I'm going to recommend is font pair. So whenever you have a doubt of like which font you should choose in your project, so when you are giving like multiple use when you are using multiple fonts into the project, like more than one, so this plugin will recommend you with this AI and machine learning algorithms like what font should be go best with each other. So let me just show you how it works. So I'm just going to type font pair. As you can see okay, it has came font pair. So I'm now just going to click on the hit button. So now as you can see, it is showing me the combination of fonts that you can use for your projects. Like for heading, this is the font. For body, this is the font. and you can just have a look at different text colors and backgrounds as per your style guide. So when you can click on, just simply hit on this new page tab, and as soon as you keep clicking on it, it is going to show you more suggestions that the fonts that go best together with each other. So this is a really nice plugin if you are looking for to use multiple fonts for your website. So the next plugin that we are going to see is Similayer. So Similayer is really cool and awesome plugin. Suppose in a screen you have to change a font for all the text that is present. So by doing manually changing one text size or family for each text is really difficult. So Similayer helps you to do it very quickly and fast with just single click. So for example, I have taken this screen. So suppose we have to change the font family for this section. So what all I have to do is I'll just select this screens. Okay, I'll just select this screen. I'll go to plugins and I'll search for Similayer. So as you can see, yeah, this is the plugin Similayer. We'll just simply run it. And suppose I have to change the font family, so I'm just going to search for font family. As you can see that here is the font family. When we will click on it, he will show you all the fonts that are present in these frames. So as Poppins is present in this frame, we have to change this font family, so we'll just select Poppins and click on select list. So as it showed you, okay, there were total 241 text layers of Poppins. So as you can see, it has selected all text. And okay, and now quickly we can change the font family to whichever we want. For example, Helvetica, right click. So it just automatically quickly changed all the text formats for this section. So it's really cool plugin to use it. Next Next plugin that I'm going to recommend is FontPay. It is also another important plugin for creating a typography. Suppose you have to create different kind of headings that you want for in your website. For example, let me give a text, okay, heading, and I'm just going to name it a heading. So now I'm just going to plug in. I'm going to search for font scale. Right. So now it is going to suggest you can just simply select what is the type scale that you want for this font family. Suppose I'm doing for header, so I prefer okay perfect fifth I can have, and you just give the base size of your heading that you want. I guess base size will be 18. We can, yeah, it depends on the project to project. And once you finalize it, we simply click on generate layer. As soon as you click generate layer, as you can see, it has created the complete scale for the heading fonts for your project that you can directly use into a project. You can just click on the layer and see all the properties of the font, and you can just customize it and edit it according to your project needs. So it's really cool plugin to use. Next that I'm going to recommend is like another very cool plugin, that is Mockup. So you can, as you have find difficulty to create mockups for your screen when you are using it in presentation or showing to clients. So Mockup is a paid plugin, but yeah, it gives you some free mockups that you can use in your project, and it's really simple and easy to use, and you can quickly create great mockups using this plugin. So for example, I'm just going to search for this plugin Mockup. As you can see, yeah, this plugin. So I'm just going to run it. We can click on mockup library. So yeah, now as you can see, it has showing us all the bunch of mockups that we can use to generate mockups for our website screens, application screens, poster, anything on tablet, desktop, mobile, everywhere, or even watches. So for these are paid, but yeah, they also provide free mockup library as well. Like you can see that here they've given QK latest free mockups. So you can click on that. So now you can see the whole library of free mockups that you can use for your projects. For example, let me use this one to show you an example. That's why I've taken out this screen from one of my project to just show you, to demonstrate you the example. So if you have to create a mockup for this screen, you just simply create on plus button on the image inside the camera. Now it's asking you to select the frame that you want to create a mockup. So I'm just going to select this mobile screen. So just within a click, he just create the mockup for you. As you can see, it's loading, creating a mockup. it might take couple of seconds. Mm, yeah, now as you can see that as you can crop the image as based on like mobile screen, what portion you want from this screen to be displayed. So like I've selected the top portion and I'm just going to hit the crop button, and now he's just going to create a mockup out of it. So now, yeah, as you can see that mockup is created for this screen. Now we can just simply paste it into our canvas. So as you can see that it is preparing a mockup. So now as you can see, like our mockup is ready. Just within 3 clicks, our mockup is ready. And we can edit it as well. If you want, we can delete some another extra stuff that he is providing, and we can just keep on clicking next and keep on creating mockups. So this way it's really cool plugin to use. As you can see, yeah, now we have the cool mockup that we can use everywhere. So yeah, the next plugin that I'm going to recommend is vector logo. So like in your project, you have seen that at many a times you need social icons or icons for the companies as in stock icon images to place it in your projects. For example, you have to show the social media links, so you hunt for Facebook, Instagram icons, and it is really painful to go back to back on webs on different website that provides these stock icons, and extracting out from the real website is really a long and lengthy process. So today I'm going to solve this issue for you. So the next plugin that I'm going to recommend is Vector Logo. It's again a free plugin and a very powerful plugin. It has almost all the icons, logo, sorry, not icons, logos for all the big companies, brands that you are looking for. And within a single click, you can generate those icons into your project. So for example, I have to search for WhatsApp. So I'll just type WhatsApp and hit enter. And now you can see it has shown the all bunch of libraries that you can directly use into a project. And you can use any icon, not only related to social media, it's related to any company that you want to. So you can have it, and suppose I search Google. So it is going to show me okay, all the icons that he has related to Google Cloud, Google anything. So and you can just simply click on that icon and it will be inserted into your project. So yeah, this is another really cool plugin, and that is also it is going to generate it in SVG format. So if you want to add it, scale, you can easily do that. So yeah, the my final plugin recommendation will be Figmotion. It is another really great tool. But yeah, like I'm going to planning to create a separate video on Figmotion because it's kind of little bit hard for beginners to understand how this plugin works. So basically, Figmotion we use to create motions in our Figma screens. Now you can see that in this today's world, animations are really important. So it is the plugin is used to create a basic animations from your screen. So for example, like I have put it this dummy screen to just show you how it works. Suppose this is the dummy screen. So I'm going to now go to that plugin that is Figmotion. Now as you can see, like this is the plugin Figmotion. I'm going to run it. Okay, open Figmotion. As you can see, it's take a little time to load. So now for to let Figmotion work, first you have to select the frame. So as we have designed this screen, I'm going to select this. Sorry. So now as you can see, okay, you can select this landing frame that you want to motion. So yeah, now you can see that all the frames that is present in this page is going to appear. Like if I show you as well, okay, I select the landing. So now you can see okay, all the frames that are present in this landing screen, you can see it here. And now like how it works, let me just explain you in a quick. So suppose you want to animate this image, for example. So you just select this image, and now it will show you all the properties that are related to image, ki x-axis, y-axis. Like if you have ever used After Effects or any Premium Pro Adobe software, then you might be familiar with this. But yeah, if you're a complete newbie, then yeah, you play around with it. So as you can see, like it's showing the x-axis, what is the x position of this image, what is the y position of this image, and all the other properties that is related to this image. And on the top here, it is showing the timeline, okay, the time frame that for which you want to animate this image. So suppose we want this image to be come from top to bottom and also scale at the same time. So what will be our initial location for this image? So what there we have now, we are going to have two animations in this scenario. First, the image is going to move from top to down, so it will be a y animation, y axis animation. Secondly, its height is also going to scale from 0 to full length, so that is a height animation. So like these are the keyframes, if you can see, like I'm hovering over it. So to define the animation from any point of time to another point of time, these keyframes are used. So now as we need animation for y-axis and height, so I am going to create two keyframes at y, one at y and one it as it height. Yeah. And now we are going to select the duration for this image. So I guess for showing it, let's select, okay, till 1.2 second we want this animation. So I'm going to slide this animation bar okay to the place where we have till where we have to want the animation. So suppose we want to have it at 1200 ms. So I'm going to again create a keyframe okay, during duration of this frame I want an animation, and to now change the properties. So this is our original final property, final layout that we want. So here we'll not make any changes. Here it will be key okay, this is the time and this is what the final property we want. Okay, so where we have to make the changes at the initial frame, because initial frame we want key it's y, it's a y animation, right? So at y-axis it should be 0, it should be come from top. So now as you can see it has moved to 0 on the top of the screen, and also we want its height to be 0 as well in an initial stage. So we will give height property as well, like sorry, height cannot be 1, sorry, not cannot be 0, so we'll give it 1, and I'm going to hit OK. So now as you can see that a simple bar that is showing on, right? And in final property we want this. So if I now play to see how this animation is looking, okay, so I'm just going to click on play button. Let me just show again. So now as you can see, right, if I click on play button, the how the animation is working. And yeah, we can make it a little bit more smooth. How we can do that, as you can see that currently the motion is selected linear. So if we keep on ease in and ease out, so it will give a kind of more realistic kind of way. So let me just show you that. Yeah, now as you can see we can have the kind of animation that we are having, and in a similar way we can add animation to text as well, to buttons as well, in whichever way we want. So for creating a basic animation, the Figma provides this kind of plugin and it's really helpful. So guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys got to know about some cool plugins that you can use. If this video was helpful, hit a like and subscribe button, and don't forget to share it with your friends who might be benefited with this. So see you soon in my next video.